What's up? What's up? A special edition of Funk from the Front Seat. Gonna drop some dimes on you. We got a short one for you today, but we're gonna be promoting our funk sister, our daughter of soul, by way of Brooklyn, down here in North Carolina, UNC graduate, teacher, professor, actress, actor, singer, songwriter, and overall really sweet spirit. My funk sister, JASME Kelly, is performing at the Soul City International Roots Music Festival. All right, y'all heard that? Soul City International Music Festival. Oh, sorry, Soul City International Roots Music Festival. Say that 3 times. But before we get started, everybody in North Carolina, y'all better show up April 13th next week. I want to see all y'all there because I'm going to be there, along with Sana, Jabber, JASME Kelly, Dre Deneur, and Desiree. And I know I screwed those names up, so forgive me. But these people are going to be putting on this beautiful festival. They're going to be performing. I need you guys to come out and support all of their stuff. You can see down on the bottom, www.jasmekelly.com. I need everybody in North Carolina to show up, show out, bring your best, and support local music. That's what this is about today. This is a special edition. So everybody who's listening that will watch later around the world like this, oh, yeah, I'm feeling good. Every time I do this show, I sit in the front seat. I feel really, really good. JASME is probably rehearsing, and she's got other business to tend to. But we're going to keep it moving so y'all know what's happening. Soul City International Roots Music Festival, from soul to soul, April 13th. 7 Springs Farm and Winery. 332 Axtell Ridge Road. And I'm going to let Mark come on and tell you where that's at, because I have no idea. All I know is I'm going to be there because we talking soul to soul. Funk from the Front Seat, special edition, 9 on the Grind TV. Mr. Mark Lee's in the house.
You're in the house. I heard you ringing.
Celebrating our funk sister today, JASME Kelly.
Yeah, JASME Kelly's been knowing her for a while. She definitely did.
Okay, Mark, what you got for me? Now we can hear you, bro. The intro is this time.
Yeah, JASME doing with her thing, definitely doing some very positive things. Glad she's doing it in a part of the world that I know quite well, and all along those lines, because you've heard me talk about Warrenton, you've heard me talk about WVSP, which is the radio station that my parents started back in the late 70s and the early 80s, and all in that space. And Norlina is literally the town right next door to Warrenton. So yeah, Warrenton and Norlina. Matter of fact, Norlina was our arch rival during those high school years in the late 70s before they merged and became a consolidated school of Warren County High, which is what it is now and has been for multiple decades. But you know, a lot of brothers and sisters have opened up these wineries and opened up these beer halls and a number of other things. So they've done a one up there in that area. I haven't had a chance to visit it, but I'm hoping like you to be up there on this coming a week from tomorrow and to check it out and to hopefully be seeing what's going on in the old hometown, because it is definitely a part of rural North Carolina and all in that space. But I know they love. You got
a flyer for that? Can we see that? Can we see that?
Yeah, we love the flyer, but they definitely, it's going to be quite fascinating. You showed it earlier.
I like the poster.
Oh, the poster is happening, so we're going to pull up
the artwork, man. Kudos.
Yeah, kudos to whoever did that artwork. Like I said, they did an amazing job, and we're going to bring that poster up so folks can check out. Folks even in rural North Carolina.
Let me ask you something. Is this the first time they're doing something like that there, or have they had things like this in the past?
It's the first time of this particular group, and this is the first one of this particular music festival. They have done music festivals in the past. I remember even back when my folks had their radio station, we actually brought in, speaking of funk, we brought in, I believe it was Cameo, it might have been GQ, it might have been some of the funk bands, because we actually sponsored them at a show. I want to say it was at the junior high at that particular time, and folks were definitely jamming. So this is not the first time of doing a concert. There is a armory there. I think it's an armory that has had a number of concerts, and there's been some popular clubs that have been in that area, including some that are in the soul space, like Club 43 and the Starlight Lounge, and others that used to be existing in that period. So
Let me ask you something while you're pulling that up, right? Let's talk a little bit about the music scene in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it about North Carolina where the musicians refuse to stick together and support each other?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like I said, they should be sticking and helping each other out no matter what's going on in their lives and everything. But you're right, a lot of times they're not giving the support that they need to give. And I mean, I don't care whether the concert is in Durham, North Carolina, whether it's in Siler City, or whether it's in this part of the world that we're talking about, which is over here in the rural North Carolina. They should definitely be supporting each other and all in that space. And by the way, just so that you know, and folks that are watching this may not know this and everything, but there is a gentleman, and I don't even know if they reached out to him, that has got some political ties to this area and everything. But if you think about CORE, which was a part of the civil rights movement and all along those lines, that is what Soul City is. So Soul City was the first African-American created city that was independently created in that area and all along those lines and in that space. But Floyd McKissick, who was definitely a Black nationalist to some degree, wanted to, but also a Black capitalist as well, wanted to form an African-American city. So actually, now that I think about it, some of my Black nationalist friends might not necessarily want him in that same category as being a total Black nationalist, but he definitely did have a lot of support and wanted to create an African-American city. And that is what Soul City is. So they're definitely, even though it's in North Carolina, it's called the Soul City International Roots Music Festival. So Soul City, Floyd McKissick Sr., who was passed on many decades ago, is who created that city. Unfortunately, it didn't get the kind of traction that he was hoping to get, and it never really.
Why do you think that is?
I think that it didn't get enough support. A lot of times people were intimidated by the powers that be and weren't wanting
What powers? What powers?
Like, you know, those folks that are in charge, like, you know, a lot of times people that are in the space of being what quote unquote the man and the political powers, they will find ways to not give enough support. And sometimes we are intimidated, and sometimes we don't want to encourage. Maybe the minority community. We don't want to support our own. You even talk about that in music.
Well, that was the question. I was asking you, like, why? I mean, I get all of that, and I get it. But, like, for somebody to want to spend, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example, right? Bruno Mars tickets was going for $200 in the nosebleed section at the PNC Arena. But yet, I can't get nobody from the Blue Note to come down and spend $15 to see me and two other great bands. So you're getting three bands for $15 from here. I ain't homegrown here, but I'm from here. So that's why I'm telling everybody, if y'all in the 919 and y'all do not come out and support this show for my girl JASME Kelly and all those beautiful people that are running. And remember, now these are women of very exclusive, talented spaces that they come from. They're all different. They all have different kind of vibe. They all play different things, but they're coming together for you guys out there. They're coming together for North Carolina. They're coming together for the 911 Soul City International Roots Music Festival, from soul to soul. So how y'all gonna not show up and support this for these beautiful spirits? Like, you know, and today's show, we're gonna be nice and short. We're gonna keep it simple. But
we're gonna keep it simple.
Things to do. But let me finish. But what I was going to say is, if you're out there and you are into something new, into the originality, and you really want to talk the talk, then put on your big boy pants and your big girl panties and get out there and walk the walk and support. Like, I'm done with them trying to support the Napier Funk Army. I gave up. My audience is locked in at the poorhouse. My audience is locked in when we do Shakori. I ain't worried about me as an artist, because Black people ain't never been down here to support me anyway. And I'm going to just kick it like that. A few people, Terry Wiley, Gary Messenger, those people come out and support. But everybody else, man, forget that. So I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be here at this thing. Y'all better be here. Because if I don't see you guys here, I'm going to shout you out and call you out 911 on the very next show. Go ahead, Mark.
No, just really quickly, I hope that this isn't the case. You heard me mention, and I'm trying to remember all the different groups because I think it was about 3 or 4 that were there. But unfortunately, sometimes when you are in a rural environment, people don't always believe the gift that they are being given, because as you just heard me say, the time of even, and we're talking, what, 40, 50 years ago, back in the late 70s.
Well, tell me what you know about Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine is truly great. She's done a lot of work here in the community as a musician, of a neo soul singer, and she is truly amazing in that light. And she even has worked at the Hayti Heritage Center. The Durham Arts Council has opened a number of times for artists at the, including some major blues artists at the Carolina Theater and all along those lines. So she is a tremendous talent here in the area, and she sometimes thinks of me as being one of the people, I know you give me credit, but she gives me credit sometimes as being one of the first people to recognize her talent and to encourage her when she first came here to this area and all along those lines. So definitely we share a common birth sign because she's a fellow Cancer and all along those lines. So we sometimes talk about that as well. So definitely it is very much good to see that this sister of mine is doing quite well and is looking at doing some amazing things. As you just put it, this is an international festival. I want to say one of the young ladies is from Gambia. I want to say that there is somebody that is from the Caribbean. So these are not just folks that are tied to the area, but the reason they are calling it an international music festival is because, as you just said, they are representing different styles of music and everything along those lines. So yeah, Jasmine will be doing her neo soul, funk, and along the kind of styles of music that she does, but there will be some people that will be there performing in more international styles, which is part of the reason that they're calling the International Soul Music Festival. And I really do hope, like you just said, that I remember many decades ago when my parents had that concert, there was very funko in it. And like I said, I think it might have been the Barcades, but it was definitely a couple of those funk groups of the time. And people were speculating that they weren't going to show up because it's rural North Carolina. And even though it was sponsored by a radio station, we did not have the attendance that we should have had. And all along those lines, because people were thinking that it wasn't real and that nobody would be coming to that kind of.
Let me ask you something, bro. We're going to get off all of that, but we're going to focus on this, right? Yeah. And it's like when I'm telling people, and every platform is telling people to show up and support this thing, and we know God's going to make that happen. So for the South to be such a spiritual place, people here act so unspiritual at times when it comes to support. It doesn't cost anything to support an artist if you go to a show to buy a ticket. It doesn't. That's not what you're actually supporting. What you're actually supporting is the survival of the arts here in North Carolina. This is what gets me vexed. It's not about any one person. It's not about any one artist. It's bigger than that. It's about the survival of the creative aspects that minorities here have so little control over. I know for a fact, because I've been dealing with it, butting heads up against it since I lived here. And this is why we have to support our, in this case, all of these sisters that's out there doing their thing, you know, women of color from various nations. And the music is going to be great. These are all A-listers. Y'all hear me out there? These are A-listers. You know, this is not, you know, the fact that these people don't know what they're doing. So I need all y'all to show up and show out, man, for my sisters over here, man. So
good, man. Like you said, 919 needs to be there. Yeah, 919 needs to be there in the masses. I would argue that even Southside Virginia, because that's actually literally on the North Carolina, South Carolina border and everything. So yeah, we need to be seeing a 2, 3, maybe even a 3-state radius of folks that are coming there, because I do know that sometimes people from Virginia and even DC and Maryland will come down to these various shows. Like you said, even the DPAC and some of these big shows that are high ticketed prices, and all along those lines, people will come from 3 or 4 states around to see these performers at that high ticket dollar and everything, when they can be supporting their local artists and giving them that local love that we need to have to make sure that these kind of events happen on a regular basis. Because like I said, it is the first annual, and I do know that they're planning to make this an annual event and everything. So definitely we need to see a whole bunch of folks in there. As a matter of fact, I would love it if that particular winery ran out of wine and ran out of their drinks and everything because there were so many people there that were attending and enjoying themselves, and they had to go make some more and everything. That would be
good.
Thing.
That would be great. Hey, check this out. We got a few clips we're going to show with JASME. So we need to put them up so y'all can see exactly what y'all going to get, and then we're going to get out of here. We do have other appointments today. I'm sorry Jazz couldn't be here today, but I know she's busy working hard on this festival as we speak, but the show goes on. So I'm going to make sure y'all know about it and put this link out so y'all can watch this show tonight. And then again at 12 o'clock tonight, And then tomorrow we'll be back on our regular time, Funk from the Front Seat, 9 on the Grind TV. Mark Lee and myself will be talking about some serious issues. And I'm marching for housing, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I'm going to bring you up to speed on, some stuff that I'm, doing right now. So, y'all stay tuned for that, man. Mark, what we got, bro?
We got And So It Goes, and we go Can I Breathe? Can I Breathe? Like I said, Soul City is definitely
I love this
political area and everything. And actually,
she's so talented, man.
She's very talented.
So talented. Yeah,
I think we should close out with Can I Breathe? So I think we'll go with And So It Goes for the first one. Just give a little piece.
There you go.
Dose of her.
So it goes.
So let's check out And So It Goes.
So it goes.
Opportunities, nevertheless, I guess they would have been no benefit to me. Too many things left up to chance, too much depends on circumstance. So I guess that I'll have to sit out this dance. Oh well, oh hell, I'll just be SOL. There's nothing you can do for me that I won't do myself. And so I say, so it goes. There's too many I don't know, and I don't need it, I suppose. So it goes, so be it. I don't believe it, I don't need it, I suppose. I suppose. If I had just made my decision based on my intuition, I wouldn't be in this position, and I'd rather be blowing on the trees and hanging in the breeze than down on my knees. And never again, my friend, will I be out on a limb. And I hate to say it, but I'm a tad bit jaded. There is no other way I could have made it, and so I say, so it goes. There's too many I don't know, and I don't need it, I suppose. So it goes, so be it. I don't believe it, I don't need it, I suppose. I suppose. I don't have to justify
So that
Yo,
was
man, that's nice. See, that's what y'all going to get when y'all come to Music Festival. Soul City International Roots Music Festival. From soul to soul. Don't get no better than that, right, bro?
Hey, don't get no better than that. And like I said, even the legendary Floyd McKissick Sr., who was all about us supporting our own, would be all about the folks going to North Carolina, which is right next to Soul City, and coming out there and supporting this particular effort, because that is what he was about. That's the reason he wanted to create that city, because he was definitely wanted to create an African-American run city and all along those lines. So definitely he would be thinking that this is part of his spiritual legacy, if I could use that kind of terminology and everything. So I think that even the ancestors are behind this as well, with this kind of title and everything, because he was all about trying to create a city on the hill kind of for our own community and all along those lines. So it's just good to know that people are still having that positive attitude and everything. I know there's a very active farming community that's up in Soul City as well, and they've been trying to get some more Black farmers to be engaged and involved. So there is a very politically active community in that area. So hopefully they will be coming to support as well, because we know sometimes even here in this area, our politically active people can give a lot of lip service and not necessarily give the support that they need to give. So hopefully there's not a lot of lip service. And as you like to say, it'll be people that will actually be there to enjoy the music, but also enjoy the fact that this is a historical part of our world and all along those lines. So definitely I hope that folks will come out there and hear this great sounds, whether it's the reggae beats of one of the artists or the Caribbean sound of some of the others. I think one of them does some African roots music as well. So definitely you're going to get a variety of international styles, including that neo soul and funk that JASME provides. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how folks hear these various styles of music. And as you said, it is for dynamic ladies that are on the playbill on this particular one and all along those lines. So come out and support from soul to soul, because I think that other soul is representing and talking about the farm element of what goes on in that area, because it is a rural and farming area that is very minority oriented, because there's also an active Native American population up there as well. So definitely get out there and support this very powerful activity.
That's right. So let's check out this last video. Then we get ready to get out of here, get out of the front seat. We did a mini for you today to support our girls out here. You know, JASME Kelly, personal funk sister of mine. So, you know, we're going to support all these beautiful women. And again, man, I hope y'all just come out. I didn't mean to botch the names, but I never met none of these women. I have no idea. But I just know that my heart is in the right place, y'all. All right, when y'all go back and watch this, man. And I love all you ladies, and I'll be able to try to get out there next week if God spare me. So yeah, man. Go ahead, Mark. Run this next. What is this one? Breathe. Just breathe.
So it's called "Can I Breathe?" I'm pretty sure
Can I Breathe? One of my favorites.
Kind of salute to what was going on with all of our people with the police violence and all along those lines. So definitely we know about that one incident that took place where the gentleman could not breathe. So I'm pretty sure that this is her take on that from a musical standpoint. So let's check it out. Can I Breathe?
Let's check it out.
I woke up, grabbed my cup. Now I'm going out, go walk in the sun. Till I'm done getting lost in my thoughts. I just want a little bit of time to think. I just want my mind, body, and soul in sync. I just want one day I can feel free. but for me it's been hard. Harder than difficult. Straight up, messed up, jacked up, unbearable, beyond unimaginable. And I know it can't be like this always. Eventually something has to change. I wish eventually it was today. I just want a little bit of time to think. I just fall my body and soul and sing. I just want one day I can feel free. Can I
Wow.
And a quick shout out, first of all, but we got to shout this out. Y'all need to know this. We lost the gentleman, her director, who directed that video, Mr. Russ Corvey. Great, amazing jazz guitarist, international known. I played percussions for Russ when I first moved here. And he told me and showed me these clips long before they had came out when him and Jazz had cut this, right? I wasn't performing at the time. But I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Russ Corvey, and may you rest in peace, bro, because I love you, man. Shout out to JASME Kelly and all the great people. Mr. Mark Lee, it's been fun, but you know the funk seat got to keep it moving. We don't normally do a Friday segment. Once again, man, put that flyer up one last time for us, man. So after that, we can let people know you guys need to show up and show out for this festival right here. And you would be able to, like I said, enrich the lives of your family's kids' future when it comes to keeping the arts alive in this segment of the population that is really lacking togetherness and brotherhood. And as you can see, this is a sisterhood. So y'all need to support this, man, in every possible way, and then continue to support. We have all of these festivals, you know, that are going on in Raleigh and all around North Carolina, this and that, right? And people have their choices about music, and that's great. They like what they like, and they don't like what they don't like. But, you know, when something like this comes along, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Because, yes, they'll do it again next year and the year after, and we hope many, many years. But this is the first. Somebody got to always be first. And the population in that area, like you were saying, Mark, about trying to organize as Black people early on, this one is significant. So I hope to see y'all there. Mark, I'm going to give you the last word. Then we're going to soak up the sun, and get out of here.
Got to get on out of here. I got some things to do myself as well. But yeah, definitely come out and support it. It is in the town that I like to consider the hometown, because even though I was born here in Durham, North Carolina, and have some deep Durham roots and have spent the majority of my life in Durham, I grew up in Warrenton because I moved there when I was in the 6th grade and was there throughout my college years. Because when I was coming back from college, this is the town, Warrenton, which is right next to North Carolina, that I would go into, and all along those lines. And like I said, we had a arch rivalry between John Graham, which was my high school, and Norlina High School at the time before they merged and everything. So I definitely know that area. Even did a summer camp one time in Norlina where I was actually teaching Mother Nature. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm into my Mother Nature, and I was teaching Mother Nature even back then, and all along the lines of that. So I was teaching the kids about trees and plants and things in that space. I think I had a friend who was teaching archery and everything. So I definitely know about Norlina. And I want to say that if I am remembering correctly, the winery where this is at is a minority owned winery as well. So you'll be supporting a lot of our businesses in a lot of various ways, both by hearing the musicians, but also by going to this particular venue and all in that space. So definitely they're doing some great things in the space of development and trying to create some new business opportunities there as well. So remember, you are supporting these amazing musicians. And I agree with definitely Zach that these are some truly amazing musicians. I know JASME personally, and I've definitely done some research on the other three, and they all have some great sounds and all along those lines. And I think that you are in for a definite treat. If the able to maneuver to get there myself, I'll definitely plan to be there also and all along those lines. But definitely get out there and support these truly amazing folks, and know that we need to support our own when it comes to supporting some of these new businesses that are coming.
That's next Saturday, right?
Yep,
next Saturday. What time does it start?
It starts early in the morning. I want to say that it starts first thing like around, if I can look back at the flyer and everything, I want to say that it starts like around 9 or something like that.
They'll have vendors and things like that. And
they're going to have vendors. They will have all of that stuff going on. There'll be vendors. There'll be artwork. There'll be.
And I get some great beads there.
Oh, you get all kinds of stuff. And like I said, there is a number of farm communities there as well. So you might even get some of that homegrown food that I know that you are a big proponent of, and all along.
Especially now, Jack. Especially now. So yeah, man, cool. So listen, man, Funk from the Front Seat, Not on the Grind TV, special edition, for JASME Kelly and, all the great artists, and they're all amazing. So, you can't go wrong, man. And this is happening right here in North Carolina. You ain't going to see, WNBC or CBS or ABC. You ain't seeing this post on none of those places. Why? I hate to say it, but they don't support Black people. You know what I'm saying? So we got to support our own. The little platform that I have here is supporting everybody: Black, white, Asian, Latino, Puerto Rican, Colombian, Cuban, El Salvadorian, Dominican. It don't really matter, But why is it that I'm not seeing this? Why is it that I'm not hearing this on all the iHearts and this and that and the third? So let's get this right.
Yeah, they're supporting it in all the places, like you just said. They've got to get that support. The people there in the backyard need to be supported.
Exactly.
I mean, the folks in that particular community, but also, like you just said earlier, folks need to be coming from miles around to come to this truly amazing event, and to give that first time, like you said, that's the one that you get out there and get the
first
kind of
one, bro.
with the first growing pains and everything. But I know that it'll be growing and continue to grow. But you are getting
this is why I wanted to do this show, even though she's not here and she's busy. I wanted to do it because it's the first one. I like to be first.
By the way, I did find it. By the way, just to let you know, I did find out the times. The exact times they will start at 1 o'clock. So you ain't got no excuse. You can get your morning stuff done in the morning on the 13th, and then it's going till 8 p.m. So it is 1 till 8 p.m.
1 to 8 p.m. North Carolina. You better have your soulful soul to soul selves there. Let's get out of here, bro. Thank you, Mark. Mr. Mark Lee. We'll be back again tomorrow, but this was a short today for this amazing festival. We wanted to be the first to break the news to everybody. So once again, Funk from the Front Seat, it's the first. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys have been supportive, very supportive of this show, and we're going to be asking you for some shout-outs very, very soon, because we want everybody, whoever watched, send me a little video, and it's going to be our 4th year anniversary, May 4th, our first weekend in May. So ain't that right?
Did you say 4? Did you say 4?
Is it the 4th?
4. We've been doing this for 4 years.
Like Moses Malone said with Dr. J, 4.
That's right. We've been doing this for 4 years, and hopefully we can do it for 4 more.
I can't believe it myself. See, this is weird, because this is how I'm chronologizing my age now. Every time this show has an age, a birthday, I don't even count mine. I count the show's birthdays. So yeah, this is number 4. It's hard to believe, man. We started in the pandemic, bro.
Started during the pandemic, right? Exactly. Started right in the middle of the pandemic, and now we got supposedly out of the pandemic and still rolling along. And now this our fourth year, 2025 will be number
I
5.
can't believe it myself. So y'all come out, check out the Daughter of Soul, singer, songwriter, activist, actress, and great performer, videographer, and all that good stuff. JASME Kelly and all those beautiful ladies that I said so eloquently, tried to pronounce their names, and I don't want to screw that up again. But ladies, believe me, I love all of you, and I want to have you on this platform. Please come on and join us on a regular Saturday, and we can sit and kick it, you know. And you guys know how to get in touch with me. Phone from the front seat, 9 on the Grind TV. I'm your host, number 9, my producer, Mr. Mark Lee. And let's get out of here since it's soul to soul. Soul power. I'm going to sit back on this one and just do like we do the Jets. Folks from the front seat, yo. We kicking it today. About the Soul to Soul Festival, April 13th, from 1 to 8 p.m. The flyer will be posted on my website, on my Facebook page. Bad boy for life. Different kind of bad boy. Shout out to my dog, Darrell. Jones. The strongest link. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, New Orleans. My blood brother, Jeff Roberson up top, New York. Proud of you, bro. You crushing it. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Oh, Delaware, are you aware? Minneapolis, I'm with you, V. I gotta call you, Vanessa. My guy, the 313 Gabe up in the Detroit. My dog, Mark Mallory. Texas, George the Funk of 50. Sonia Murphy, April Panthers. Oklahoma. Joanne, now you in Tennessee. Guess what? You're the only 10 I see. You can use that one, Mark. It's okay.
All right.
My producer, Mr. Mark Lee, been with me every step of the way, y'all. Soul power. Funk power. And don't forget, April 26th, the Nappy Head Funk Army, Raleigh, the Poorhouse. Be there. Dubai, Hawaii, Samoa, doing the humpty hump, humpty hump, humpty hump. Tokyo, Hong Kong, say yo, Germany, Japan, woo! China, Dubai. I said Dubai because I always want to go there. Egypt, the whole continent of Africa, North and South Pole, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Peru. Diego, you better be taking me next year, damn it. Believe it or not, this stone is from Peru, and so is this one. And that's how I keep that spiritual stuff happening. I can't get to another continent, but damn it, I made sure another continent got to me. Woo! All right, let's get serious. Let's get funky. Funky Friday special edition, Funk from the Front Seat. Y'all know the deal. I hope to see y'all soon, man. Tomorrow, y'all better be listening. I'm going to drop some serious bombs and make a serious announcement about what's going on, man. So y'all tune in at your normal time. Mr. Markley, thank you so much for this special edition. I know you're going to have this up and running later. And could you do me a favor? Just make sure Jazz gets this link, send it to her Facebook Messenger, post it to her page, whatever. You know, because I got to be busy the rest of the day. I got meetings But yeah, if you can knock this out for me, bro, I'll buy you lunch tomorrow. But don't think because you work for me today, too, you getting 2 lunches tomorrow. Only one, son. You didn't read the fine print.
Yeah, I know it's only gonna be one.
Nah, you didn't read the fine print. One per week. That's all the budget allows.
I know how those budgets can be and everything, so no problem. One per week and everything. By the way, don't let South Carolina and Tennessee off the hook either. We need them to come up to this event also, so they need to take those rides up there.
I do have to ask you one question though. Who you like in the tourney, and when does it start? Because you know I don't pay
the women start today. North Carolina State is going up against South Carolina. I think that South Carolina is going to take the title. I think Dawn Staley will win another title. And all along those lines, the guys, North Carolina State will be playing Purdue on tomorrow, and Connecticut will be playing Clemson. I actually think Connecticut will take the title. I hate to almost say that, as they are in the Big East along with my Golden Eagles, and we've already got one Big East champion. Well, they won last year, and Seton Hall won yesterday in the NIT. So it'll be interesting next year when we possibly have the NIT and the NCAA champions playing against each other out of the Big East. But yeah, I'm predicting Connecticut and South Carolina to take it for the women.
Well, there you go. Y'all heard it first. Mr. Mark Lee, Funk from the Front Seat, Sports, and that's it. Y'all know I'm rocking my Knicks jersey. All right? Go New York, go New York, go. I'll catch y'all later. We out of here, Mark. Peace.
Later. Peace.